Hi everyone, my name is Mariah Ramsauer, and I'm going to talk to you guys about San Jose State University's online repository, SJSU ScholarWorks, and its effectiveness in reaching graduate students. Most work found in the online repository for graduate students is in the master's thesis and graduate research collection. Within this collection is 4 categories, broken down into dissertations, master's projects, master's theses, and doctoral projects. Users are able to browse graduate work by academic department or program by going to the Research Unit Center department page found on the main ScholarWorks site. The question I'm going to address briefly right now is SJSU ScholarWorks being actively used by graduate students? And the simple answer is yes. When browsing through each of the 4 categories, it is clear that graduate students are actively contributing to the online repository. And this is measured by the number of projects, dissertations, and theses within each of the categories in the collection. So for the year 2018 alone, there were over 150 works that could be viewed in the collection. The next question to consider is, are all or most areas of study on the SJSU campus contributing to this collection? It is no surprise that the majority of the works in this collection are predominantly from the sciences, which makes sense because in the sciences, strong emphasis on publication and dissemination of works is expected. In fact, in fall 2018, the highest enrollment rate for graduate students was in engineering, second being the human and health sciences. And this is paralleled by the fact that engineering also has the highest rate of master's degrees. However, consider this. San Jose State has 145 areas of study, with an additional 108 concentrations. So there is clearly potential for not only a greater amount, but also a wider variety of works to be included in this digital repository. My next question is SJSU ScholarWorks a known source to graduate students? And if not, in what ways can ScholarWorks become known? It's hard to say how many graduate students know about ScholarWorks, but based on the areas of study published, it could be safe to say that a certain concentration of students are aware of this source. Graduate students in the humanities and arts, for example, may have a particularly difficult time wanting to add their work to this collection. And simply, students may not even know ScholarWorks exists. And if they do, they don't know what it is. So how can we make ScholarWorks known? Some ways could include adding graphics or imagery on the collections page explaining what open access is, what ScholarWorks is, how to submit your works to ScholarWorks, and especially how it will benefit them. Let's take a moment to think about this. How does making research open access benefit a grad student? First of all, open access for new knowledge you produce means a more significant contribution to your field. The more people can find your work, the greater its potential benefit to others. Secondly, the more people that can find your name attached to work that you've done, the better you look to employers. Thirdly, open access to others' work is also critical while you are doing your research. Research is aided enormously by easy, often keyword-based access to knowledge. For my creative writing folks, you may be thinking, this doesn't apply to me. Well, guess what? It can. A study in 2017 identified the top publishers of books based on OA dissertations, which included such names as Routledge, Palgrave Macmillan, Springer, Oxford University Press, Cambridge University Press, and Brill. These names probably sound very familiar to you. And some publishers even noted that open access helped them find works to publish, since OA dissertations that attract attention online shows that there may be a market for a book based on the dissertation. So really, open access can benefit a creative writing major. Here are some other ways to get the word out. Liaison librarians are also a great resource as they can share what ScholarWorks is to the academic community by letting their faculty know, who can then share this knowledge with their students. Other ways of sharing this information could be highlighting what ScholarWorks is or adding a brief blurb to the library's newsletters. Take into consideration where students are most likely getting their information, and consider sharing graphics and information on the library's social media, or provide a succinct flyer for graduate student orientations. Hosting workshops via Zoom about ScholarWorks and how to submit may also be of interest, as a good majority of graduate students are living in areas outside of the Bay Area. There really are so many avenues to share this information with graduate students. I'd like to say thank you for listening to my Open Access Advocacy video presentation on SJSU's digital repository, ScholarWorks.